Hey y'all, I'm Elisa and I am the Scrappy Wife behind scrappywife.com, and I am excited to share with you my craft closet makeover. My closet is part of my craft room and it was probably the most neglected area of my craft room, just kind of fitted with some leftover furniture I had from other parts of the house. And while it was functioning, it wasn't functioning at its best and at its full potential. And the really big reason that I wanted to work in that closet is to create another work surface, a workspace, possibly one to film on, but definitely one to use my cutting machines with, and just another surface that I could work on in my craft room. So I drew up some plans during the quarantine, and as things started to open up and we've been able to get out and get some materials, my husband helped me and we redid my craft room closet. So I divided this video into two parts because I don't want it to be super long. So part one is going to be the transformation and then a quick overview, and then in a couple weeks when I'm done organizing and stylizing it, or styling it, then I will share with you a more in-depth tour of that closet. Here we go. So here's the before picture of my closet. It is not disorganized, but I really don't feel like it's utilizing the space as well as it could. So up here I have the built-in metal shelf that came with the closet, and then a wooden shelf that came from our old townhouse, various things, some bags and different storage items. This one right here is full of vinyl, iron-on vinyl, permanent vinyl. You have the printer and my Silhouette Cameo. This set of drawers came from my daughter's room when we redid her room, and it works okay. It's just I don't really feel like it's utilizing everything the best, and what I'm really looking for is another workspace, another countertop area. So that being said, we're going to start working on that transformation. Let's go. Okay, now that I have my closet all cleaned out, moved everything out, took out all of the extra screws and things, and then did a little bit of light sanding on some of the stuff that was bumpy, I purchased this wallpaper. It's peel and stick wallpaper. I got this from Target. It's part of the Opal House collection, and I am going to use it to put all on the inside of my closet. This is the first time I will have ever used it, so as I pick up tips, I'll make sure to share that. My husband graciously offered to help me at the beginning to put up the wallpaper, and oh boy, was it a bigger project than we thought. The first sheet went up pretty easily. I was actually able to use my Cricut tool that's kind of like a big spatula that I used to kind of spread the wallpaper down and to smooth it out. And the first piece went up really well. The problem that we came to was when it got to corners, and it gets a little bit crazy there at the corners. So attempt number one for the corners was that I would just kind of bend it around the corner and press as I went, but I could not get it to be straight at the top, and the wrinkles were immense and it was really hard. So we had to take that whole big piece down, and I decided, well, maybe it's because we need to cut it first. So let's cut it to the correct length, which is what you're watching here. We cut it down to the correct length. And then here I am trying to cut it. My husband couldn't cut it through, so now I'm cutting it. We're gonna move it over and we're gonna press it right down again. And again, it didn't work. It's getting frustrating. It's getting kind of super messed up. So we're trying to go from the side. We're wrestling with it. It is like a hot mess. You see me backing up. It was quite the ordeal. It definitely took an afternoon putting up the wallpaper, and I thought it would go faster than it did. The thing that worked in the end, which maybe we should have figured out faster, was when we cut it to the correct size width-wise. So we didn't try to round out that corner. We just cut it to the corner, and then that went down much smoother, and then just continued the other strip coming around the edge and left a pretty significant overlap between the edges. Once I had that figured out, I did it on my own, and my husband was able to go work on his own project. So you see my time lapse here wrapping up the wallpaper. It, like I said, it was a job, not gonna lie. It was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be, but I'm really pleased with the result and the impact in the end. So I'm glad I went ahead and did that instead of painting. I'm also glad because the walls were kind of damaged and the wallpaper was able to cover it up pretty well. And so it was pretty smooth. Happy with the result in the end. Okay, so I just want to show you where we stand. Here is the gorgeous wallpaper. I'm super pleased with how it came out. And then I have the first of these units built. This is from Michaels. It is one of their new units, and I will show you how I put it together when I go and make the second one. So I'll have two of those in there. And I will go and do that, but this is the current state of my craft room, and it is crazy. There's the cute dog, but everything else is just a little bit out of control. So I have to clean up and organize, and I will show you how to build the other shelving unit. This is the modular mobile panel tower by Simply Tidy. You can pick it up at Michaels. It doesn't come with enough panels to fill in all of the slots. So if you're wanting to do additional storage slots, you'll have to buy those separately, but it comes together pretty easily, similar to IKEA pieces. You follow the pictures and it goes together. You just need one screwdriver and that's it. Okay, here we are for day 2. My husband is here to help me work on it a little more. This is where we stand. We have both of these white cabinets in from Michaels. I'm still missing some different shelves to add a little bit more storage in there. I've decided to move a cart right here in between them, and our goal for today is to actually add a countertop, actually a double layer countertop. So we will see how that works out. I'm going to start filling in some of the cabinets. My husband's going to cut the countertop, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, scratch that plan. We realized it'd be easier to go ahead and put in the shelves on the upper half before we put in the countertop because we had to take everything out to make sure it all fits. So putting the shelves in at the top and then hopefully a countertop soon. Okay, here we are. Countertop is still in the works and you can see all my cabinets disappeared, but we did get these shelves up here installed. And super excited about that. So progress is happening for sure. We just need countertops. So we'll work on that. Okay, here it comes. Yay, countertop. So excited. Okay, I think I have to help lift it up.
Yes.
Isn't
yes,
it pretty? Yay. Okay, insulation happening. Getting it anchored in studs in the back. I have to move this one a little bit. But otherwise, it is looking awesome. Love it. Penny. Is that your new cubby? Penny, we have to put drawers there. Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay, everything is initially in place. I have some reorganizing to do, and then I'll show you a little bit more detail, a few other things to put up. But that is the organized closet, and unfortunately, the rest of my craft room is blown up. So that happens. I'm going to clean up, and then I'll take you on a tour of the closet. And here is the almost final product. I'm super pleased with how it turned out. Let me give you an overview. I'm gonna have part 2 of this video that goes a little bit more in depth into how I organize things. I have a little bit more styling to do in this area to show you guys, but let me just show you some of the basics. So over here, I purchased these from IKEA to hold all of my vinyl. Now that I have my Cricut Explore Air 2, I'm cutting a lot more vinyl and loving it. So in love with how the wallpaper came out and the impact it makes. We ended up adding 2 more shelves right here and right here to hold my cutting machines, and when I need to cut with them, I just pull them down to the counter. I do have some more cords to hide. I have an extension cord coming in the mail that will help fix the cord situation. I ended up with a double countertop right here, which I'm super excited about because it allows me to keep different bins. I got these from IKEA. They actually have a lid on them. I just have them off. Different bins that I can use for various materials, including this, which I think will work great for a project organizer. I'm pretty excited to get to use those. I actually have several empty bins at the moment, which is awesome because I'm about to reorganize things around my room. Up here, the things on the top shelf are old scrapbooks, my grandmother's sewing machine, things that I don't get down very often. And then these are some art supplies, a trash can that I can pull down, easy press, and then obviously some binders that I use for different things. So that is the final product. I will be doing some styling in an in-depth kind of video about how I'm going to organize the bottom part here. But my question for you is, I have a blue curtain that I could hang under here, like along the bottom, along a rod, that I could use to kind of cover up or close off that bottom area, and I'm wondering what you all think of it. So should I just leave it open, easy access, or should I put a curtain in front of it so that it looks a little bit cleaner from the viewpoint over here? So let me know what you think in the comments below. I'll be really interested. I haven't decided what I want to do yet. I do have the curtain, so I can kind of go either way. Thank you so much for joining me for this part of my craft room closet tour. I will have part 2 out hopefully in a couple of weeks with some more in-depth info on what I have stored here and how I am storing it, plus a little bit of styling around here. So I hope you'll join me for that. Any product that I can think of that you might be interested in, I will link in the show notes. And I also have a link to join my email newsletter. That goes out every couple weeks. It's full of organization tips and crafty talk, so make sure you sign up for that. I hope that you have a fabulous day, and as always, keep it creative.